Welcome to Who You Were with Patrick Noth and Sebastian Canelli. In each episode, we ask our guests to talk about a time in their life when they were significantly different. Episode 42, Corin Wells.
I just like the experience. It feels like an experience.
Yeah.
My mother saw my show the other day, and she goes, Sebastian, Sebastian, when the hell did your accent get so thick?
Does she think it's worse? You have like a worse Staten Island accent now.
Yeah, she said that
somehow.
But then my dad goes, "What do you mean? We're from Brooklyn, Carol." it's like so outrageous that they're saying that.
Yeah.
You know, like they sound so disgusting.
Yeah, I want to hear them. I want to hear your parents' accent.
You know
Yeah.
what? I think I exaggerated, but they definitely do. I've asked people, and they
Let's call
have
them
accent.
right now.
No, my mother would pick up, but no, we can't do that.
Can we do a speakerphone at some point? At some point.
I'm too
Okay.
nervous now. We're just our relationship's getting good. Me
Yeah.
and my mom. It's nice.
I love that.
Yeah, it's actually really nice.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice. My therapist goes, she goes, who do you trust? I go, my mother
Yeah.
and my father. And I don't know if I would have said that months ago.
I feel
I
that.
know. Maybe I would have, but like,
Yeah.
I really like. They call. I'm not stressed.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they hear this. Maybe not. We don't need to
don't
go
know
with
what we're
their
gonna talk
fucking
about.
heads.
So what's going to happen is you're going to interview Sebastian about his
Great.
mom.
Perfect.
That's good.
Good. I have so many questions lined up.
Remember, whatever I do, don't follow my lead. I'm not
I cannot promise that.
No, don't follow my lead.
I want you to drive the bus like one time and just see where it goes. See where we
Yeah.
go. See where we wind up.
No,
I think it'll be fun.
No, I can't drive the bus. I'm smoking weed in the back seat, brother. I'm fucking chilling.
Welcome to Who You Were. My name is Patrick Noth.
Hey, what's up? I'm Sebastian Canelli.
I waited right till you took a sip of water.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a podcast where we bring on people and we ask them about a time in their life when they were significantly different or different in some way that they like to talk about. Our next guest, Jesus, I don't even know how to credit you. She has been...
She's at
characters-
UCB. She does Characters Welcome. You could see her on Goat.
Oh, yeah, this is your job. This is your job.
No, it's not my fucking job.
is your job.
She's from the Philly scene, moved to New York. That shit fucking blew up quick for Corinne.
for her.
Blew up quick. Well, her and I were on a more team together, so of course,
Of course, she got that. She got that Sebastian bump.
Yeah. She did good in sketches. I was asked to leave. They asked me to leave mid-season of Maud. I don't know if anyone knew
No,
that.
they
Yes, they did. They said
not.
enough is enough. They go, we need
liar.
you. No, I swear to God. I swear to God. Everyone listen to me. I swear to God. Michael sent me an email. He goes, enough is enough. You're off, Maud.
This is not
did?
true.
No.
Yeah,
And
yeah. 'Cause you
Michael
left, I remember.
Delaney.
I remember
Delaney said that.
Yes.
He goes, enough personality. He goes, God forbid somebody has personality. Enough is enough.
Oh, my God.
I said it. You didn't. Who cares? He's my boy. He's my boy.
Yeah.
You know, him and I, we're high-fiving maybe once a month.
Yeah. I love Michael Delaney.
Yeah.
I think he's
I think
wonderful.
he's pretty brilliant.
I do too.
So she came from Philly. She's here. Give it up for Corin Wells.
Yeah.
Hi. Yay.
I would like to say something to you, which is...
You two. Are you two on a team?
We've played together.
Yes.
You've played.
And I guess technically we are on a team together.
What-
I can't
yeah.
remember the last
No,
time.
yeah.
What
we
team
all
is it?
played.
We're on Take It Personal.
Take it personal.
Oh, take it personal. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do take it personal. And you do Rumple Teaser.
Yeah.
I thought you were on Rumple Teaser, but you don't do that.
No, I don't do Rumple Teaser, but this is what I wanted to mention. But first of all, the first time I did Take It Personal with you, that was so fucking fun. Do you
That was
remember
so
that?
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was a great show. It was
And-
crazy.
I remember afterwards.
Who was the singer?
Did we have anybody that day?
I don't remember, but I
Yeah.
literally remember the first scene we did.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, anyway, it was good. But no, this is what I want to say is that
Do
we
ever do a
did...
scene? Yeah.
Improv,
We've done-
yeah, we have.
yeah,
Not
that's-
enough, but
Not enough, but we have now.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. It comes.
Boom, 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 it comes.
So go
This
ahead.
is the
talk
first.
about
I
your
don't
scene.
think you did musical theater at this time, but I mean musical improv at this time. I could be wrong, but I asked you at the very last minute to do the musical improv festival, something around that,
Oh my god.
for a show called Shamilton, which is like you rap and you sing. It's like whatever. And you were like, I don't rap.
It's Hamilton.
I
but-
don't sing really. I'm not like you're, and I'm like, you can do this. This will be fun. Come on, you're great. She came in there and fucking was a better rapper and singer than like anybody who's ever done the show.
Is that true?
It was
I
fucking
don't think it's true.
Corinne,
unbelievable.
is that true?
It was like one
it's
of the,
so funny. Someone gets a compliment and to just go, "Is that the truth?" I want your opinion. Is that statement true? Are you the best?
it was no, it was fucking unbelievable.
It was a very fun show, and
that
I
was
know,
so
like,
fun.
I was so mad about that show because, like, I emailed the people that run it, and I was like, "Listen, I need a practice, I need a rehearsal. I don't feel comfortable doing this show."
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I thought about the three other people doing it with me, and it was you, Bander, and Will Martinez, and
Yeah.
I was like, these are the only people out of this entire group of everybody that I trust to go on stage and not know what the fuck I'm doing.
I think that
And
was my favorite one.
it was so fun.
That was so fun.
It was so fun.
The energy
it was so
great.
stupid.
It was so dumb.
And then
I
you
loved
started
it.
doing musical improv after that.
I did a few more Hamilton shows and like a few Baby One's Candy shows.
Can I just say that band name? Shamilton's a band
Hamilton's a bad name.
name. Shamilton's, it's shitting on the show before we're even there.
Yeah.
I
mean,
agree. I agree with that.
Yeah. I'd rather it
You
be
know.
called Fake Hamilton.
That's sure.
Sham-
I guess.
a sham is-
I think they were like doing a play on Shamalot too.
Whoa.
Or
Now
is
I
it
love
Spamalot?
it.
I don't know.
No, it's
I don't know.
Spamalot.
It's Spamalot.
Spamalot.
Okay. Whatever. I don't know.
Wait,
but,
what is Spam-A-Lot? It's like a Monty Python
Monty
thing?
Python. It's
Yeah.
Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Holy Grail?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh yeah, at the end of the episode, we go, never mind.
Yeah.
And we,
all of that was a lie.
yes.
That's right.
Sorry.
In the time of Christ when they were walking around Camelot.
No, yeah, I was wrong.
I don't care.
No, that's Life of Brian, bro. Come on, get your
No, it's
pythons
neither of
together.
those things. It can't be. It can't be.
So,
Yeah, I didn't. I won't say that I didn't like it because the shows were fun, but it's such a rotating cast
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you don't get used to playing with people.
No.
And at around the same time, I got asked to like sit in with like Rumble Teaser and stuff, and I know all of those people.
Right, sure. And it's consistent.
Yeah, and like they're all not to say that anybody on the other teams are not amazing improvisers.
Yeah.
but like everybody on Rumple Teaser is an improviser first.
Right.
yes.
And then musical stuff just comes naturally to them,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So like,
And Shamilton's sometimes the music comes first, and then the
I think like, I don't know.
Baby One's
like,
Candy
it
feels like
doesn't
there's a
feel-
lot of very musical theatery people,
Yeah.
like dedicated musical theater people that do it.
Yeah. I get
that.
In my
I get
experience,
that.
and
That's
they
me.
like that. They,
Yeah.
you know, they sort of like emphasize that, which is fine.
Exactly.
Do you know that I went to Australia with them and I quit?
Yes, I know that whole story, and it is wild.
It is wild. They were like put you in a situation where they're like, well, you're not going to quit. You're in Australia, and I was like, you don't know me that well.
You don't know
You do
Patrick
not
at all.
know me.
yeah. I did musical improv one time.
Yeah.
It was at a jam.
I would love to see that. I would love to see you do musical.
You have a beautiful voice, don't
How do you
you?
know? I don't have a
Because
beautiful voice.
I mean,
I could hold a tune.
and you play the piano.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up! Don't make me blush.
I believe
shut
that you
the fuck up.
Okay, sorry.
Dude, I don't play a fucking piano. This ain't my time.
about?
This is you do. What do you do? You like books? Yo, I hear Corinne likes books, bro. She's a fucking nerd. Yo, I hate the piano. I hear that shit. I go. That's good. Give me a drum set. I sing to the drums. No, I play.
You
piano.
hear you walked in on him playing a ballad, just crying.
I wish that was the
you know
case,
what?
but yeah.
No, I can't say this.
No,
out
go
loud.
say
No,
it.
I
Go
can't
ahead.
say this out loud. So.
We're gonna be quiet.
Stop.
We're
I can't
quiet
say
until
that.
you say it.
This is so embarrassing. The other day, I was playing piano at home. I only play when I go to my parents' house. I'm sloppy. I'm bad. I only do chords and I do
Whatever.
little riffs
You
in
only
between.
do chords.
If I play in front of people, I'm a nightmare. I'm so bad in front of people.
They
By
have a
myself,
piano.
I'm good.
They have a piano.
Yeah, they have a nice. Yeah, my parents have a piano. Yeah, my parents.
Your
my folks-
accent got so bad. Sebastian.
Even mentioning Staten Island brings it out.
That might be a piano.
So I go there and I'm sitting. I only play when I'm alone. Like no one's even close around. I'm playing.
You're playing "Imagine" by John Lennon.
No, what am I playing? I'm playing some Beatles songs, and piano does something to me. I'm playing. I'm singing. It makes hearing my own voice makes me so emotional. I'll start crying.
Oh my god.
I'll start crying at my own piano
adorable.
play.
It's adorable.
That is the most beautiful thing I've ever
It's really
heard.
good.
That's how
anyone
affected
say.
I am by my own life, which is truly a psychopath. That I could play the piano and make myself cry because I go,
No.
this moment's so beautiful.
That's not psycho.
That's beautiful.
No, that's
That's what we all wish we could do.
Yeah.
I
That's
wish
the goal.
that
Yes, you
I could.
can.
I cannot. There is no art form that I can move myself to tears doing.
But I don't think it's that I'm
Yeah.
good enough. I think that the tears just come quick. I think the tears come. I could be doing a fucking Sudoku and I'll fucking be dropping bombs out my eyes.
They come easy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have to have somebody else do that.
You can't.
Yeah. No, I
No.
can't.
No, yeah, and I would and then you hear I would be singing, and then my voice would waver because I'd be catching the feelings.
Aw.
So I can't. It's good for me to get the feelings out.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have a time that you want to talk about that's a little different, or?
I mean, I feel like I change all the time. So
That's awesome.
That's great.
I don't know if that's awesome. I think
Oh,
that's
never mind.
psychotic.
Never mind.
I think you
Never
should.
mind.
I
So
think,
sorry.
No, I think that should be the goal of life. Like you should, always be changing, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I guess
Sebastian?
so.
Sebastian, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you when it's over.
Okay.
Wow, deep set.
Yeah. I don't know. Catch me when I'm dead. I hope. I don't hope for an after. I don't know about afterlife, but I hope I get a minute to think about it. And
Yeah.
I love a debrief.
Yeah, a debrief would be
debrief.
nice.
A
Yeah.
debrief would be
Just
real
like I don't
nice.
need to see everything. I just want to be like, okay, this is all right. Okay, I did something.
Just put something in order.
It would
Yeah.
be funny if you got a debrief and then it's like, okay, you're gone. You're gonna be gone now.
Yeah. It's
All right,
like, okay,
peace.
I don't know what I'll do with this information. I guess nothing.
It was good to have it.
I also hope that I get to witness people's reactions to finding out that I'm dead.
I don't want no fucking fun funeral.
You want a sad funeral. You want everybody to
I don't want no fucking fun
You don't
funeral.
want no New Orleans.
I don't want
Yeah.
no jokes.
No
I don't want no
dancing.
nothing. I want old Italian women jumping on my casket. At my grandma's funeral, there's this woman
my
called
God.
Rose Pagola. 4'2", nothing. Two people carried her in. She floated above the, literally arm in arm. They carried her in, and she moved her legs, but feet not on the ground.
Oh my god.
Rose Pagola from the back.
You want her doing the ceremony.
I want Rose Pagola there.
Oh
She was
my
from the
God.
back. You heard her go, "Not my friend." As two men carrying her in.
Oh my god.
She goes, "Not my friend."
Oh my god.
Screaming, "Not my friend."
It should be more about Rose than about you, basically.
Yeah.
Both two literally fell on top of my grandma's body, crying.
Jesus Christ.
Did you ever see them together?
No, but yeah, they were in club together.
They
They
were
played.
friends.
They played cards. They played
Okay.
cards.
Yeah.
I think my grandma and her were the last two people alive. So I think it was.
Of the card club.
Yeah, I
Just
think it was
ever,
more about
yeah.
like that Rose Pagola was the next one that's gonna die.
Yeah. Oh, is she still with us?
You know what? I don't know, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
gonna say no. This was
Good.
a few years
Yeah.
ago.
I hope
and-
she doesn't make it to your funeral for sure, because that would be
Yeah,
no
that'd be
good.
no good.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
no good.
So is there like is there a time that you
Yeah.
felt very different, or that felt
Yeah.
interesting, or changed
Yes.
you a bunch?
I guess so I went to a private Christian junior high and high school.
Ugh.
I know.
Where is this
beautiful.
located? In the world?
In Jersey.
In Jersey?
In Burlington, New Jersey.
Okay.
It's called Life Center Academy.
Okay. Yeah.
My graduating class was 30 people. The whole school is kindergarten through 12. I went from 7th grade to 12th grade.
I heard you won no superlatives.
What?
Out of the 30 people, Corinne couldn't snag one superlative.
Oh, wouldn't
The
that be
only
sad?
The
I
only
heard
one.
they gave out 29 superlatives.
That would have been so
No,
sad.
I'm kidding.
Wait,
Even
so
to the girl that got pregnant, she got one.
Oh
No,
my
I'm kidding.
god. What did she get?
I think like best hair or something.
Most functional body.
Yeah, most fertile womb.
Worst goalie.
Oh my god.
No, she played for the soccer team.
Yeah,
That's not a cum
she
joke.
actually did. Right.
She did, of course.
I got most talented.
Nice.
Yeah, at the time I was like, this is a cop out, but like, I think
Why is
about
that a
it.
cop out?
I don't know. I
You were
wanted,
like, of
I
course
wanted
I'm
to
the fucking
be,
most talented at this.
I wanted to
30-person.
be like the funniest,
Yeah.
and I did not get that.
Somebody else got funniest?
Yes.
Is there a funniest?
Yeah, they did funniest and most talented in my school.
Oh, they did.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't win funniest. I won most talented also.
And
And I
look
was
at us.
pissed.
Yeah.
I'm not talented.
Yes, you are.
I'm funny.
Well, I feel the same way.
Yeah. No, some people are talented.
Yeah.
And some people are funny.
Yeah.
And some people are both. And those are people we don't talk to no more.
Yeah.
Wait, is this evangelical? Is that what we're talking?
They are Assemblies of God. So yes, it borders well, I guess there's an overlap there. Yeah. It was a weird school. I don't regret going, but I do think my education was a sham.
How so?
Just because like I came out of high school and I went to college and I was like, everyone knows so much about the world and they know how to function as a person. And I felt like I was like groomed inside of this little bubble to never leave because a lot of people from my high school never did leave.
Yeah.
Like they like went to, if they did leave, they went to like evangelical colleges to become preachers,
Right.
or they like became townies and got pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, I think the only like my class is probably the only class that like really like left because we were like, I think we all collectively were like, fuck this place.
Where were you prior to this? Like you said, you came in 7th grade. Where are you? From?
I came from. So there's a town called Willingboro, New Jersey. That's where I grew up.
This is South Jersey.
South Jersey. Yeah.
I don't fuck with that.
You don't fuck with South Jersey.
It's too far away.
No, it's not.
For me, from Staten Island, I was a Woodbridge Menlo boy.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Route 1, I'd be hanging around Rutgers when I was like 12 at the movie theater over there. Yeah, well, yeah, it was nice. Everyone knows the Lowe's over there.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a Lowe's. The AMC, they popped off.
Yeah,
they were huge.
it popped off.
Everyone's.
So I came from like the public elementary school.
Okay.
And my parents were like, we're not sending you to Willingboro High because we think you're going to get beat up.
Wow.
So they sent me to a private Christian school.
Really?
Yeah, I was the only one of my siblings that got sent to a private school.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What made them think that you would get beat up?
Because I was a quiet kid. I was very quiet, very meek, especially around adults.
Perfect for a Christian school.
Kind of, actually. But then, like, if you put me around my peers, I was the opposite. I was, like, very talkative, like making dick jokes at a very early age.
Yeah. You came into that school with more dick jokes than anybody else.
Oh, for sure. I had them ready to go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But my parents were like, oh, she doesn't speak to adults, so we need to send her to a private school.
So there was no concern on their end about like being in a public school or anything, or are they religious or?
Yeah, my parents are Christian. They're not evangelical Christian.
What is?
They're Black Christians.
I'm not familiar.
So most Black Christians are Democratic.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're progressives.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Because the Republican Party is trash.
Yeah.
Famously.
That makes sense.
And what's evangelical?
Like they're your like they're evangelists are like they go out and like preach and try to convert people. And they're also
Very
like
politically active, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's the way I think about
Abortions and
them.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And other things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, like there was at my school, we had chapel every Wednesday, and there was it was basically church in the middle of the week.
Of course.
And for one chapel, they showed a video that was essentially George Bush propaganda. It was like how great of a job he's doing, and like
Wow.
all this other shit.
Like the Republican Party financed a video that you all watched.
Yeah.
Show kids so they could get the youth.
Yes.
So how comfortable were your parents with it? Because they were Black Christians.
Yes.
And you were at this evangelical school.
Yeah.
they must have known that there was this like agenda there. Mm-hmm. Were they worried about that at all, or they were just
no? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Would you come home and laugh about it?
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great.
Like I told my dad about it, and he was like, "Those crackers," because that's how my dad is.
That's funny.
He truly has no filter whatsoever.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's crazy. But yeah, that's my high school. And like there was a like, I guess around like sophomore junior year.
Yeah.
Was like a time that I started to buy into it a little bit more.
Okay.
15, 16.
Yeah. Because it was kind of the cool thing to do.
What?
At the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the kind of cool thing to do.
Well, socially, you probably had to go do social things with people who all
Yeah.
believed on this.
I mean,
Yeah.
you want to be in the top 10. You want to be in the top 10.
Trying to get a
Gotta be in the top
superlative.
10.
You're trying to
It's
get
very
funniest.
hard.
You can't get funniest if you're not around these.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So like during our chapels, like I would fake like getting slain in the spirit.
Oh my
Stuff.
God. Yeah.
And because the guy that I had a crush on got slain in the spirit. So
And are we talking convulsions, or are we talking...
no, just like falling out. Just falling out and taking a nap, essentially.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like, I like this guy. I'm going to take a
Yeah.
nap.
Wow.
Yeah.
And would you slain on top of him?
I like there were strategies
Really?
to like
Yeah.
get close.
Hands
Yeah.
falling
Yeah,
right on
just like-
top of his crotch. Oh no! The spirit's taking me.
Oh my
Oh no!
god.
The spirit's moving the buckle. No, I kid. I said you didn't. I said you didn't. You told me to bring it up before. Yo, Corinne goes, yo, slide in that. Like I used to be like pretend God's spirit took over me, and I'm trying to touch this one dude's dick.
Just slide that in.
And she talks like that. Corinne before the podcast was like this. Hey, yo, come here. Oh, I got pastrami in my throat from 1994. No.
Yeah, I was just eating like sticks of pastrami.
Yeah, I went
at
to
the
Cat's
age of
Deli
5.
when it was real. None of this tourist bullshit. It was
Oh
just
my
me and
God.
Joey Katz.
Yeah.
No, you were saying that you were jerking off a guy?
Yeah, yep, on the altar.
So you're in
so
church
sorry.
jerking this guy
on
off.
an altar. Yep, in
Please,
front of
someone
everybody.
take me to church. I can't stop, won't stop. Okay, I'm sorry. No, this is the year. Remember I made the resolution that I'm going to be well behaved on top?
That's right.
I made that resolution.
Hasn't done it so far. Were you how self-aware were you that you're like, this is kind of bullshit. I'm bullshitting my way through this. Like, would you talk to anybody outside of the school about that? Or
Wait,
were
did you hook up? Did you ever date the guy?
No.
Oh,
No. We did have this weird thing, speaking of like touching his dick, where this is so insane, and I can't believe I'm saying this.
no, only say what you want.
We had what grade was this? I want to say it was 10th grade.
Nice.
There's it might have been 9th grade actually.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It might have been 9th grade
I'm on board for
where like they like separated our class where like me and like 2 other girls were the only girls in our gym class. And so me and this guy, we would like play one-on-one basketball. And like he would like grab my tits and I would grab his dick.
Wow.
And that was our playing basketball.
That is the age that you do that.
Yeah.
I get that completely. I was
Yeah.
in bands, and this girl would take a flute and rub it on my dick in 8th grade. I remember being at 8th grade graduation in a suit,
No way.
and this girl was taking a flute, rubbing it on my cock as they announcing all the names. I'm supposed to be playing Pop and Circumstance, and she's hit me with that a little piccolo, and she would fucking rub the flute on my dick.
What
and
is she getting out of that? The
Nothing.
flute on the dick?
Nothing.
Truly nothing.
Nothing. Neither of us are getting anything.
Yeah.
I know, but
But
it was
it's just
wild.
like, because you don't know anything.
No.
And
Yeah.
especially in my school, we didn't get sex education at all.
No.
Wait, do you think he was like, he knew what he was doing, obviously?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knew what he
Now,
was
Yeah.
doing.
do you think he was somehow rationalized? Like, I am playing basketball. Like, do you think in his mind he was playing
No,
basketball?
we
He knew
we
what was up.
both knew
You
what
were
we
having
were
fun.
doing. Yeah. We
Ninth graders should
yeah.
be doing that.
we were just like copping feels on each other.
Yeah.
And it was a great time.
Of course.
We got nothing out of it sexually, but
It was
just
touching,
kids
just
like
figuring it out.
Kids figuring it out.
Those are some of the most exciting touches you'll ever
Oh
have.
my God, yeah, they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Figuring it out.
Oh God, the first touches.
The first touches.
And the first like crushes,
Yeah.
like that where you're
all
like
of
in that headspace,
Yeah.
like it's like just nothing feels like that.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
ever feels like that.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, because
Nothing
like
ever
you
feels
just
like
have
that flute on the dick. You know what I mean?
That
it's never
flute
gonna be
dick
like
is-
that again.
Oh God, I still remember her. No,
yeah,
wow.
and those people stay with you.
Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
She stays with me.
I'll
You know her-
never forget.
Yeah, you know his full name.
I know his full name. I know his middle name.
Yeah.
His middle name.
I remember his birthday.
Oh my God. See?
Man,
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
It actually is. I'm sure that he loves that memory too.
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, and like after that, like we had an amazing friendship. Like,
Of course you did.
yeah,
Of
it
course.
was just
So all the little everyone that's in high school listen to this. No,
If you're not getting sex ed, in high school, get out there, get in some one-on-one
Yeah.
situations.
you know,
learn for yourself.
Play a little
I hear that's
basketball,
why
buy a
adults
flute,
sign up
whatever
for
you-
Zog Sports. Just trying to fucking relive that past. You know what I'm saying? Smoking weed in the locker room, going out, seeing if you could do little bump sets, bro. Yo, set me up, bump me, bro.
Jesus Christ.
No, I kid. I
Yeah.
never did nothing.
You said when you got to college, you were like, "Oh, I'm not prepared in the same way."
Yeah.
Were there some specific things that, like, I mean, obviously, like sex ed, like, but that's stuff that you kind of can maybe figure out. But
Yeah.
what are some things
You have
you're
the
like,
internet
oh, I
that
have
you can
no
look at.
idea what this is. Like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about, or I'm not well versed in this.
I think it was just like I felt like everyone that I went to college with knew exactly what they were there for and knew the steps to like get like finishing college and getting what they wanted.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Hampton University. It's in Virginia. It's an HBCU, which is a historically black college and university.
What was that abbreviation?
HBCU,
Sorry, black.
historically black college or university.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I never like went to my counselor to figure out what, like I was undeclared until I dropped out my junior year. Like
You never finished? Mm-mm. Wow.
No.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
So you didn't, because you were there and you were like, you weren't 100% sure on what you
Yeah.
wanted to do because you didn't have somebody in high school like kind of like preparing
Yeah.
or like talking about it,
Exactly.
talking about what that focus would be.
Yeah. I was just like, I picked the college that I got into that was the furthest away from home.
Yeah.
And with the most black people I could find because I didn't have many, like, even though the town I grew up was predominantly black, my school is not. Sure. And I was like, I like visited the school and I was like, oh my God, the black people are great. I don't know that I like realized how amazing black people were before I went to college. So yeah, like I feel like I got there and I was just like, just doing the dumbest shit.
Yeah. So socially, you were just having a ball.
I was having the time of my goddamn life.
Really? Were you drinking?
I started, I kind of, not heavily.
Not heavily.
I was drinking heavily my junior year for sure.
Of college?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right before you drop out?
Yeah.
If you're not drinking, stay in school. If you're not getting fucked, if you're not screwing you, if you're not waking up with your hand in a fucking in one of those fucking cheese that you can buy in a can. I once woke up with leaves in my ass
Oh my God.
because I think I shit outside and wiped my ass with leaves.
Yeah.
No, but we did good. That was my junior year too. We did good junior year.
Yeah,
we did good.
no,
It was nice. I
we're-
took
we're
one
still
credit.
alive.
I got a C in the class. I took Islam and I got a C in Islam. Believe it or not.
Oh my God.
It was hard. Dropping out of a program is very hard.
It was very hard. I was very depressed that
Of course.
summer.
And they don't make you feel. No one makes you feel good.
No.
The school made me feel like shit.
Yeah.
Because did you drop out mid? Did you have to go get your paper signed by people?
No, it was the end of my junior year and I just left and I didn't come back.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What are you talking about? Your paper signed by people?
I dropped out mid semester.
Oh, I got you.
Of classes, So I had to go to every professor and have them sign me out. And then I had to sign out of a program that I was in. And it was...
They shamed you a little bit, you felt?
A guy told me I'm making the biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah.
And that fucking killed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Like I didn't declare a major, but I was on track for broadcast journalism and with a minor in film studies. And like by the time my junior year came around, I had finally declared, and like I took the test to get into the journalism school, and after I took the test and they graded it, like they pulled me aside and were like, okay, so you have one of the highest scores on this test,
Jesus.
And they do not match up with your grades, so we think you cheated.
Oh shit.
And they already did their research to make sure that I didn't, and they were like, we figured out that you did not, so what the fuck is going on?
And you just didn't care about school.
It's not that I didn't care about it, it was just like I didn't feel like
It didn't motivate you.
it didn't motivate me. It was not something that I was passionate about. And like there were people who were like broadcast journalism is such a competitive field. Like there's so many people who are just like, I love the news. And I was like, I don't. It was just like,
I love the news. Give me more of the news. I get
But
home,
yeah.
couple Hot Pockets in the news.
but that's real. Like people like
Yeah.
are so competitive, and like I could not be competitive in something that I didn't care about. The last, like the biggest thing.
Yo, time
I'm
out.
sorry.
Patrick,
I have
are
to.
you
I'm
fucking
sorry. I
kidding
have
me?
to
I
answer
don't.
the phone.
I swear. I
Who is it?
I thought it was.
Who is it?
It's somebody.
Is
I can't say. I mean, it's.
is it Sebastian's mom?
Yeah, it's my mother.
It's your mother. Yeah.
Oh my God! Put your fucking phone on
I
silent.
swear to God, I didn't even know. I don't even know. It's
Can you
always,
believe that?
My phone's always on Do Not Disturb. I don't think it's ever not on Do Not Disturb.
Look at this, bro. Look
you
at this.
probably fucking flipped it on.
Boom. Airplane mode.
It's airplane. mode.
Airplane
Airplane's
mode.
even better. Yeah, airplane.
Wow.
Airplane mode. Are you kidding me? I
That's-
never.
Don't listen, man. You
That's
are the most
disgusting.
irresponsible co-host in the world.
That's
You
disgusting.
can't be mad at me for anything.
No, yes, I can. That's disgusting right there. I can be mad at you. That's disgusting,
You took a
Patrick.
shit in my apartment.
Not in your bathroom. You got to be more specific. You can't just say in the apartment.
You shit on my desk.
No. Well, one that would be hard. His desk is on a fucking treadmill. Yeah, fucking back pedal dropping logs in his fucking room. You kidding me? No. Jesus Christ. So I'm sorry. Before
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Let me apologize right now for the monster sitting next to me over here. Jesus Christ. She's taking the time. We don't pay her $1.
I'm very sorry about that. I apologize
It's
for that.
totally fine.
Sebastian does nothing for this show.
I've never done anything. I don't even follow the podcast Instagram.
Oh my God.
No, it's okay. It's okay. The podcast loves that.
Perfect example.
No,
Contribution. So I apologize, but you're not passionate about this thing. Everybody's passionate about it.
Yeah.
Do you have what you're passionate about now?
I don't. I think. I guess kind of like I was very interested in film, but like they only had like that weird minor / interdisciplinary study, and also it was a little too late. Like my last semester of my junior year, I got wonderful grades, but my mom was like, I'd fucked up so much, like not just with my grades in college, but like with other shit. And my mom was
arrested?
like, no, I didn't get arrested.
Oh, okay, I don't need to know. But
I mean, I don't care. I've actually talked about this on multiple podcasts, so
Really?
I feel like it's fine.
Sure.
I got involved with an older guy, and he gave me an STD, and my parents found out because I was on their insurance. And
Wait, they're doctors and insurance or how the fuck is that possible?
they like left a message on my parents' answering machine, not telling them details, but saying that like, you know, I need to contact them because like they figured out what was wrong with me, because I had to go to the hospital because I had like a fever of like 104 or something like
Jesus.
that, because I didn't know what was wrong, so I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they found out.
Sure.
That has to be illegal for an insurance company or a doctor.
They didn't give.
They
like
drew
all
their
of
the conclusion.
Yeah, pretty much.
It probably is nice that in the long run that your parents knew.
I think so too.
There's some stuff in my life I
Yeah.
wish I told my parents about that they were there for me for.
Yeah, I mean this did not have that effect.
Okay, never mind.
But
Never mind,
yeah,
never mind.
my dad was livid.
I knew you were gonna say livid. I knew you weren't gonna say happy. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm a mind reader, but I knew you were gonna say livid.
Yeah.
Wow, pretty good.
You're great. You're really good.
So that was stressful. So junior year sucked.
Yeah,
across the
junior.
board.
Oh my god, junior year was the worst.
Jesus Christ.
It was really one of the worst. Like 2006 into 2007 into 2008. Like both of those years were garbage years. Like I never want to live those years over again.
Of course.
Yeah, because like I like had to drop out. A really good friend of mine from high school was killed in a hit and run that summer. Fuck. I instead of going home after school, I like made a pit stop and stayed with my brother in Maryland for the summer because he was like, I know you don't want to go home, so you can just stay here.
That's nice.
It was nice. It was also like not great because like it was him and his girlfriend at the time, now his wife, and she's great, but like that put a strain on their relationship.
Of course, little sister hanging.
Yeah, and like
you were eating all the fucking Triscuits,
Eating all the food.
all of the Triscuits.
Going through all the wheat thins, all the
All of
Ritz. The woman's only got fucking cheese. She's got cheese for days. No fucking vehicle to bring it to her mouth.
No better way to sabotage a relationship than eating all the crackers.
all of their dry goods. I ate all
You
of
don't go wet food's disrespectful to you. And it should be the opposite because wet food goes bad. Mm-hmm. What am I, a cat? Wet food and dry food. What the fuck is wrong with me? It's perishables or not wet food, dry food.
Well, dry goods.
Dry goods.
Yeah.
Dry goods, wet goods.
Wet goods. Or like damp goods.
Yeah, damn goods.
Yeah.
But dry goods, there are
asparagus.
wet food. Wet food can be dry goods, right?
What?
Yeah, like dry goods could be soup, right?
Yeah, soup. Yeah.
No, I think those are canned goods.
Oh yeah, those are canned goods.
Those are canned goods, but aren't
those
dry
are
goods anything that could be stored in a dry closet?
No.
Dry goods are dry. Yeah, I think dry goods.
Dry by
They're
nature.
just crackers. What's an example of
like cereal?
spaghetti?
Yeah,
Spaghetti.
yeah,
Spaghetti's dry good until you make it a wet good.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make
think,
that
like-
shit wet to make it good. You know what I'm saying? It's a dry good you gotta make wet to make good. Hello, where we at? We playing basketball. Okay, before Patrick's phone rang,
Uh-huh.
Why are you bringing that? That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
we moved
bro.
past it. We
That
moved past it a
sucks.
long time. You can't sing Curtis Blow on the fucking podcast anymore.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Do whatever.
So you went to your brother's and were you like still partying and having fun?
Sort of. I was like, and I feel like I should. I wasn't necessarily. I was not a party girl.
Sure.
In college I was on the dance team.
Oh,
and
cool.
Dancing became my life, and the dance team, like, they were very cool on campus.
Of course.
So like it was less like partying and more like rehearsing late at night and then hanging out and drinking with all of these very cool people who are now very famous dancers and choreographers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A friend of mine dances for Beyonce.
Hey, baby. That's not one of her songs.
It's not. It's not at all. But hey, good try.
No, but people go, never mind. All right,
This is our third episode of the day, so sorry.
no excuses. Play like a champion.
But yeah, I guess like in Maryland, like I would like stay out late and like just kind of like do shit and not give a fuck. Like I got my second tattoo that I do not like.
What is it?
It's the treble clef and the bass clef in the shape of a heart.
Oh, I like that.
But the hook on the treble is going the wrong way.
Oh, no way.
Oh my God, what is happening?
Are you?
What is going on? Are you okay? Wait, so like the artist fucked up and put it the
Yeah.
wrong way?
And when did you find out?
Like when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, that's incorrect."
So
But
you
here we
regretted
go.
this one like the next day ish.
Like same day.
Same day.
I was like regretting it as he was doing it because I got it trying to convince a guy to get a tattoo, and the guy was like, "Yep, still not getting a tattoo," and I was like, "Great, I'm stuck with a tattoo."
Wow.
Yeah, it was a really sad summer for me.
I'm sorry.
I like, oh my gosh. So it was like outside of DC, and like there was one night where, because DC's metro stops running after a while, and I got trapped in College Park, so I couldn't get back to my brother's apartment.
Wow.
And so I asked this guy who I had been hooking up with if I could crash at his place, and he was like, I mean, you can, but I'm crashing at this other girl's place. And I was like, fuck. And then the next morning I woke up, left, and so he wasn't at his apartment at all. I woke up, left, and like threw up on the subway on my way home.
In DC?
In DC. Yeah.
Oof.
It was just a really tough time.
Sebastian, you ever throw up on the subway?
No, I've always gotten off the subway. I've always made it to the garbage.
My first week here, I threw up on the subway, not because I was drunk, because I was like genuinely sick. I think like it was like just New York made me sick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think my body was like, I don't like it here, and like I threw up so hard and so much.
Oof.
And then
like
I
a
had
lot.
I had to like sit in it until I got to my stop.
Wait, why'd you have to sit in it?
Because
You
where
didn't
was I
want to
gonna
like get
go?
up and everybody would be like,
Yeah.
you're like, peace out.
You just sat there.
I sat there and I held some of it.
You're the only person ever to throw up
You're
on the subway
psycho.
who was like polite about it.
Yeah. That would scare the shit out of me. If someone threw up on the subway and didn't just go, oh my God, or like react to it, but instead just sat there, held it like a cup of soup.
I'm
like a
gonna
little
throw
porridge.
this away. I'm gonna throw this away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like there was so much on me that what I was holding truly
It
did
didn't
not
matter.
matter.
Yeah.
Which line and what stop?
It was
are we
this
talking about?
C, and I
C,
like
classic.
I was feeling bad, so like I closed my.
He said classic and hit me on the knee. Like as if I knew what he was talking about. You know what I'm? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Classic.
Yeah, I was feeling bad, so like I closed my eyes and like dozed off, and like I started to feel myself get sick, and I like opened my eyes and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up.
No.
And then like before I could even think anything else had happened, and that was like at Nostrand, and
Brooklyn.
I had to wait, I guess 3 or 4 more stops until mine.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It was real sad.
Oh God. When did you move to
threw
New
up on
York?
the subway.
No. When did you move to? So wait. No. When did
We're
you,
all over
yeah,
the
let's-
place.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
So you went to Maryland.
Yeah.
And then you had that bad summer.
Yeah.
And how'd you go home?
I just like,
Enough was enough.
yeah, enough was enough. Like my dad had cooled off. I remember like I had like went home after he like right after they had found out and it all happened, and he was like, I can't believe you let a man put his penis in you and not use protection, and he was just like screaming all of this stuff. And I was like, okay, you're a psycho. But he wasn't. He was just mad.
Sure. He was just scared for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, like we had like talked, and like my mom, you know, was a lot more understanding, and I finally came home and like got a day job and tried to figure my shit out.
Barnes and Nobles? Where'd you work?
Did you say
Why
Barnes
would you
and
guess
Noble?
Barnes and Noble?
It's a good day job.
No.
It's a good day job.
It wasn't Barnes and
Also, he called it Barnes and Nobles.
It's only one Noble.
See, Barnes is a last name and Noble is a
Noble.
last name. It's not like several nobles also own it.
I thought Barnes was just another type of aristocrat. I thought it was like, this is a classy store. It's for Barnes and Nobles.
I could see how you could think that.
Not that crazy.
It's not.
It's books we're talking.
Yeah. No, it was, so I guess the first full-time job that I got was at a mortgage company. I had done some temp stuff. There was one temp job that I had where it was at the ocean spray factory, and my only job was to open bottles of juice that were defective and dump the juice
No.
for just like 8 hours starting at like 4 a.m.
Oh my. All cranberry?
No, all different flavors.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
thank God.
smelled amazing.
Oh, of course you did, but you probably drank no juice.
No, I didn't. I couldn't.
You couldn't.
I couldn't. It
I
was
get
just
that.
like, and my hands hurt because like unscrewed. Those are tough caps. Those are tough caps.
And you know what? They got the grating on the
Yeah.
side.
Yes. they gave me gloves, so
Thank God.
it wouldn't. But
Yeah, so it wouldn't callous your
Yeah.
hands. That's
Yeah.
all we need. Were you living with your folks?
I was living with my parents.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I lived with my parents after I like was fucking up at
Yeah.
college, and it's good for the soul.
A little bit. It's a little bit. My dad made me pay rent.
Oh, never mind.
It wasn't a lot. It was like $200
Sure.
a month.
He was
which
trying to
is
get you
fine.
responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did. It worked.
Yeah, it works.
Because I finally, like, I was like saving money, and I bought my parents' car off of them.
Nice.
And like, I had time to figure out like who I wanted to be and what I wanted to be doing.
Were they patient with you during that time?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think they were worried.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
There's like the kid that I didn't think was gonna fucked up a lot.
And it's
Because you were the quiet one.
Yeah.
You didn't go to the public school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's crazy
Yes.
that they were like, we're going to send you, you're so delicate.
Yeah,
We need to send you to the safe school.
yeah.
And that's not always the good thing.
It's not.
But it's not their fault.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I don't
not.
want to blame
I mean,
them.
you know,
they
how
try
could
to-
they?
Yeah.
You know,
People,
you know.
parents try to like love you the best they can. I feel like
course,
that
they
I
try
see
so
that happen
hard.
like all the time. Like where it's like the more you try to control a situation, the more you realize that you just don't have control over. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
But also then I think about my folks. I think if they let me be out of control, it would have been a nightmare, or even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that like sometimes you do need to.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
it's hard. Especially
know?
like I cannot imagine how hard it is to raise a person who is continually trying to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Because they're constantly changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like in thinking about who I was in like high school, I was a piece of shit. I was to my mom. I was like the worst. Like
Did you like the movie Lady Bird?
I didn't watch it.
Because I hear that a lot of women I've talked to, they're like, that was me and my mom.
Yeah.
Because it's very combative. Like
Yeah.
they love each other, but it's very like
Yeah, it wasn't combative. It was like I just did not want to talk to her for no
was,
reason.
like, cold.
It was I just
that's harder.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like I could see it in her that she was just like, I don't know who you are. And like I would talk to my dad about sports. That's about it. But like we bonded over something.
Sure.
And I would obviously talk to my siblings and my grandparents. But like
Yeah.
my mom at that time, I just felt like I had nothing to talk to her about. And today she's my best friend.
I know, you talk
It's
about your mom all the time.
I love that woman.
Yeah, that's so nice. That's
Yeah.
nice that it came around.
Yeah.
Do you ever talk about that with her?
Not really.
Of course, it's
Yeah.
of course.
It's like why go there?
Of
And I
course.
think I was a teenager.
She gets it.
Like
Yeah.
teenagers think so highly of themselves and they think they know everything already.
Please.
Isn't that crazy?
It's
Yeah.
so
It's
crazy.
crazy. I thought that was the coolest.
I thought I knew everything.
Me too.
And I obviously thought I was funny.
Of course.
And I wasn't, apparently.
No, you were probably funny.
You were probably
funny, but you know what? More talented. You know, they thought
Yeah.
you had your future.
Yeah. The people that did get the funniest, they were actually very funny people.
Really?
Yeah, they were really funny people.
What are they
Yeah.
up to? What are they up to now? They're the
Actually-
jokey pastor.
Actually, no. My friend Andrew. Hi, Andrew. If you listen to us,
Hi, Andrew.
he's a photographer and he like travels and photographs. He like spent time in India teaching kids English and stuff. And
I love that your class just was like, fuck this.
Yeah. And then Katie Beth, she's in Nevada and she's like teaching kids like with special needs, but she's also like a raver, and like every picture she posts, she has like makeup and like she's wearing wings and living her fucking best life.
That sounds like she figured it out.
Yeah, she's
like
in Nevada
helping people and also just like having fun.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you so you said I figured out what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. What conclusion did you draw? Like how did you figured out, what was it? Like were you like comedy? I want to get to go into comedy and I want to move to the city? Was that like
I wanted to be an actor and a comedian and a filmmaker. I think I decided that.
When you're at home.
When I was at home.
Doing the...
unscrewing the cranberry bottles.
Yes.
Well, you were at the
and
other
then
place.
I was at a mortgage company for a while.
Right before the crash or during the crash? Or was there a crash in New Jersey? Who
Crash
knows?
was 2008.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't just New York.
It was around... Yeah, because I got laid off. I got... Well, no. I guess this was after. This was
the
after.
mortgage crisis.
Yeah.
So that's when you're like, I should jump into this.
Yeah. I mean, they were offering.
Of course.
So I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Of course, I get it. No, please.
But I did eventually get laid off.
Yeah.
So, which is
sense.
great because you get severance and you get unemployment.
Help you move to the city. Did you sell the car?
Well, you moved to Philly.
I moved to Philly.
Moved to
yeah.
Philly.
So I'll backtrack a little bit and answer your first question. So I like every improviser and comedian, you grow up watching Comedy Central and SNL and all that stuff. And there was a sketch that Will Ferrell did on SNL where he sucks his own dick doing yoga. And I saw that.
And that was the moment.
Honestly,
awesome.
I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
He's allowed to do this on TV.
Yeah.
I want to do this on TV.
You can't be wrong.
Yeah, you can't. And like it was so funny and so clever. I thought it was the most clever thing.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, a guy who goes to a yoga class because he wants to be flexible enough to suck his own dick. That is brilliant.
It is kind of brilliant.
Yeah. And they put that on SNL and I was like, I want to do that.
Sure.
And so I didn't immediately take improv classes. I started taking acting classes. And then I was like, okay, so what did Will Ferrell do? And he's a Groundlings guy. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, okay, I should start taking improv classes.
Yeah.
And I took my first one. And
At FIT.
at Philly Improv
Does that still
Theater.
exist?
Mm-hmm.
Do you go back?
No,
No.
not much.
But people must talk about you there.
Who knows? I don't know.
I'd say so.
I mean, I still have friends that do comedy down there, but they don't do it as much.
Sure.
Because they're like starting families and stuff.
Of course. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
When you made that decision, how did your parents react, if you don't mind me asking?
I think they were just like, she's passionate about something. She's
awesome.
She's applying herself to a thing.
I love your parents.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to do good at nothing you don't like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think like at the beginning they were like, this is a hobby for her. But then I think like maybe like a few years in, my mom came to a sketch show that I did. And I think she was like, oh, she's like really good at this.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
That's so nice.
That makes me happy to just hear that.
yeah. And then my dad saw me do Comedy Sports. He's been to multiple. They both have come to a lot of shows.
I know where that comes
But
from.
Comedy Sports in Philly?
Yeah.
It was downstairs and the long form was upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I'm a Philly boy.
You're right.
I don't fuck with South Jersey, but I fuck
He
with
fucks
Comedy
with
Sports in
Philly.
Philly.
I go to Comedy Sports in Philly. I watch it all the time. I love the two
I
drink
mean,
men.
honestly, I think Comedy Sports in Philly is better than Comedy Sports in New York.
I'm sure. I've never seen either. I've never seen either. But
I think it came
I'm
out of
not gonna
Milwaukee,
say-
where I'm from. I think Comedy Sports came out of Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it did.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
I used to see like Rob Schwab or whatever his name is, and the dude who created Community. What's his name? Dan Harmon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they used to do. My sister took me to watch them do like middle form sort of because they were like doing improv in Milwaukee.
That's awesome.
Crazy to think about.
That is
Yeah.
very cool.
And then you
Yeah.
did Fit.
Yeah. My dad, like, he
Oh,
would
yeah.
see long form, and then he came to see Comedy Sports, and he was like, I like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you should do this one all the time.
Yeah, of
I
course.
get this.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Which is
But you
very
know what?
sweet.
He's right.
It was a good song. It's also, we don't need your dad to be like hip on what's
Yeah.
good comedy.
Yeah.
Like, no offense to your dad,
Yeah.
but like it's totally cool that he's like, I don't get what you're
Yeah.
doing. And honestly, if every dad is getting what we're doing, then we're probably not doing anything
we're probably
good.
not doing it good.
No
Yeah.
offense to dads.
That's very true.
but like, I don't need daddies to love
Yeah.
me. I need one daddy to love me.
yeah, and it's yours.
That's my daddy. I never call him daddy. I actually feel so weird. I had a roommate. I had a buddy I lived in college, and he would say mommy and daddy. But he was a scumbag to the bone. And you go like this. He go, hey, yo, fuck you, mommy. He go, daddy, I ain't putting up with this fucking bullshit no more, daddy, okay?
Oh no,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was good.
That's
He was helping.
insane. Yeah, I call my dad daddy.
Do you?
Yeah, he calls me monster.
A monster.
Yeah,
That's cute. That's
my
so. And you're the
nickname.
baby.
No,
Oh, excuse
I
me.
have a younger sister. I have two
what?
older brothers and a younger sister.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had a younger sister.
What does she do?
She's a reporter. We kind of like switched places because she
Wow.
started out like wanting to do acting and
She
stuff.
loved the news.
Yeah, and she loved the news. She ended up loving the news.
Where's she a reporter?
She's in Cleveland right now for Spectrum One.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, she's great.
She's on the news.
Yes,
She's on.
she's on TV.
What is morning news? Evening news?
So she's not. She doesn't do desk stuff.
does fields.
She does field stuff.
That's nice.
I would
Yeah.
want to be doing field stuff. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think
I wanna
she
be in
does.
the
She
field.
does. She does desk stuff every so often, but it's like sporadic.
I think you want to settle into a desk.
Eventually.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to stay in Cleveland.
No.
But I don't know. I mean, if her employers are listening, I don't know. What do I know?
No, yeah, her employees are. Spectrum doesn't listen. I wouldn't sweat about Cleveland Spectrum listening to this. Are you kidding me? My mother listens to this at 1.5 speed. She can't fucking stand it. I wouldn't worry about Spectrum Cleveland 1. You know? You kidding me?
You never know.
Someone just jumps up. Most people just jump around. They go, he's still making noise. They're waiting for me to get sick for
He's
one
still
episode.
making noise.
Yeah, they get so pissed they listen to a podcast that I'm on, and they go, "When has he got? Shut the fuck up."
That's not true.
I know. No.
Your mom came to Maud night?
She's been to one mod night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
when
one?
we were still at Chelsea.
One I was at?
I think so.
We were on a few sandwich lovers.
I think it was a few sandwich
Was
lovers.
it a good show or a weaker show?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't
I
remember
can't
either.
remember.
Has your dad seen you do long form in recent history?
No.
Okay.
No, and I'm kind of glad because like it's so I curse a lot when I improvise.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, you got a nasty butt. I go, what do you do in your butt face?
This is such a good scene.
I go, oh, look who just walked in.
Butt.
Oh, the butt face themselves.
Okay,
Oh.
our suggestion was train.
Hey, man, you got a nasty butt.
Butt face?
Gold.
Classic.
So I'm glad we got this on
Classic.
tape.
I'm
Okay,
so
watch
glad-
out, improv for you, man.
Oh, man, that's pretty good.
But like because like characters welcome, like we post our videos.
Oh,
they've
he catches
seen,
them.
Yeah.
I've seen your videos. They're great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
scope at night.
Apparently, like his dentist found one of my videos, my Cupid video,
Of course.
and was like, "Is this your daughter?" And my dad had never seen the video before, and so he's watching it, and he's like, "Yeah."
Oh, my God.
I've never seen her like this before, and his
Oh
dentist
my
is like
God.
cracking up behind him.
That's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me the premise of the sketch? Because I don't think I've seen it.
Okay, so it's Black Panther Cupid. So it's Cupid basically just like being like, yeah, February is for Valentine's Day, but it's also Black History Month, and he switches back and forth between being sweet and like a Black Panther sort of like militant black man. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Check it out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
Characters
check it out.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Type in Corinne's name.
Yeah. Black
Yeah.
Panther Cupid.
Black Panther Cupid. Yeah, check
Yep.
that out. That's awesome. And when were you like, okay, I'm gonna move to New York?
So I had I'd been doing improv in Philly for I guess like 4 years. And I was teaching at that time, and I was on a lot of teams. And Luke Field,
Lukey Fields, of course.
yeah, he came from Philly, and he was like one of my best friends, and he had moved up like the year before. And he was like, you should start taking classes. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And he was like, Corinne, just do it. And so I did. I took my first class with Keisha and in like March of 2014, and then finished the core curriculum in December of 2014. And then like kept taking ASPs. I haven't taken an ASH.
You just were doing ASP?
You never did an ASH?
Exclusively.
Mm-mm.
That's baller.
Wow. Wow. That's cold. That's some cold shit happening. Yo, everyone should sign up for my ash. Yo, what you did was backwards. Sign up for my ash. The quicker it sells out, the cooler I can break in the tea out. The teacher's lounge. I need some bragging rights to the teacher's lounge, okay?
The teacher's lounge. And I like submitted for mod with my I had a tape that I did like Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech in like 20 different characters.
I remember this one.
And that got me a mod audition, which was
awesome.
great. And yeah, I got on mod while I was still living in Philly.
And was A Few Sandwich
so
Lovers
cool.
the same? Was that your first team?
No, I had Hotbird before that.
Yeah.
I think I saw you guys. I think I saw that.
Yeah, we were on the same night as Pretty Boys for that first year.
Yeah, I think I saw maybe your first show.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty Boys.
Yeah. And yeah, I was dragging my feet because I was like, I can commute. This is fine. And I was also in a relationship where we lived together. And then we broke up. And I was like, okay, it's time to move.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
That's a good move. I like that move.
Time to get out.
That's great.
Yep.
I'm worried about Sebastian. I'm honestly worried about you this episode.
What do you mean?
I've never been. I think we're gonna I think you should drink some water or something like that.
What do you mean?
I don't know what's. I don't. I mean,
Why?
I love
What's
it.
the matter with
I
me?
love it. I love it
What's the matter with me?
because you're leaning down in a weird way.
I'm relaxed.
I've never seen this
just some
before. I've
friends
never seen you just start
talking.
singing Curtis Blow or saying
What was
you
the
got
other
a
song?
dirty ass.
What was the other
The
song you
not the
started
wrong
to sing?
Beyonce song.
Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby.
You started singing something else.
Yeah, I
I
did.
can't remember what it was.
Take me to church.
Nope, not that one. There's yet another song.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Started.
Who cares?
Yeah.
You
No,
know what
I
I
do love
realized?
it. I actually do love
Yeah,
it.
you gotta love it.
gotta love it.
What are we doing besides? I mean, I want to know about you, but I also want to hang out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't hang out.
I
that
know.
much
Well, that's
anymore.
my fault because I'm a social
I don't. I honestly think it's both of our faults. Because I also don't. I've been.
I mostly hide.
Extremely depressed.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've been
and have not.
I'm sorry.
Like talked to people.
I know. I know that
yeah.
we've both mentioned to each other
Yeah.
that we're very depressed.
Yeah.
That's why we started this podcast.
Yeah, that's why we started this podcast. So then one day we could get you on because we know that me and you are both.
No, we started this podcast because we were depressed and we needed to interact with another human being. Thanks
No,
for listening,
we're-
everybody.
no, we're
we
waiting.
started
It was
this
all. It was all a conspiracy
It's a big-
to get
you
me
here.
Yeah.
Now it's
We
triangulated.
were waiting until you needed it. Until we were like, we need to get Corinne out of the house. Fucking shit every other day.
We saw I saw your first morning. She's gonna be depressed one of these days.
Just a matter of
She's
time.
too funny to not
Just a
become
matter of
depressed at some point.
Yeah, and then I loved being on more with you.
Oh my! It was so great.
We had fun.
We had such a good time.
We laughed, but I had trouble keeping my mouth shut. Believe it or not.
Which I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That
push
was
back
it was
against
such
directors and writers. Is that why? Was
I
that?
definitely would ask, be like, wait, what is funnier?
Yeah.
I would say
Good.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, yeah, I think I could have been a better teammate. I also, yeah.
I don't. I don't know. I mean,
I also didn't answer emails.
yes, that's something you didn't do.
Yes, that was bad.
And then when we started to do our show, after our team,
No,
after
this
our
isn't
team.
true. No.
What isn't
no,
true?
of course we're gonna hear it now.
What isn't true? You didn't do the show. That is true.
Well, here.
Wait, which show? Like, what show was it?
So a few,
Well, yeah, go ahead. Tell the show. Tell the show, and
A
then I'll
few
tell you where my life
sandwich
is at, and then we'll see if I want to fucking be in that room. Okay, go ahead. Tell the show. Tell the show.
a few sandwich lovers. We had the show that probably got us broken up as a team.
Yes, of course.
Because it was so long. We decided to turn that.
Broke us up. We're gonna go. We want to make it. We want to turn it into a run.
Yeah, we spanked it. And yeah, Sebi didn't do it. It was a rom-com.
There's a rom-com. I'm going through a breakup, and they're doing a rom-com. I didn't believe in love.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it. I didn't
We
want to
do
be around
like-
that. It had nothing to
Yeah.
do. It literally only had to do with the content of the show. And I know that's sick in the head, but I'm a weak man.
Because all your relationships
No, that
are
makes
sort of a
sense.
whirlwind rom-com, right? Like, you consider...
You joke, but when I was in love, I was in love the hardest.
Yeah.
for sure.
I was not like I don't do things ironically. I felt everything 110%. So
Yeah.
I like you joke, but it wasn't like it felt like that to me.
Yeah.
In a fucking sick way. I was like,
Well, if you
I
couldn't
buy
show up
into
for it,
things
if you
110%.
couldn't,
Yeah.
if you couldn't show up for it,
I couldn't show up for it.
Yeah.
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 I
So
mean,
fuck your joke.
I think.
I
mean, I know I missed you on that stage.
Of course,
but,
I know everyone was
yeah.
nice. You know, I never even saw the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it
I don't like to
breathe.
talk about it, because everyone expects me to be so silly and funny.
Yeah.
But I try to be. I think if you know me, I say literally sad, real stuff constantly.
Yeah. No,
sure.
that's what I like about you, though, because if it winds up going there, like, you will fully be present for it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I literally couldn't. I wasn't doing shit. I couldn't do any. I couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
I'm
Yeah, it
sorry
makes
you're
sense.
depressed.
Oh, thank you.
It's hard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I go back and forth. I don't know if it's actually depression. I think it's just grief. I think that's what it is. I think I'm still just like
Of course.
Yeah.
in that headspace.
Yeah.
And I think they're hard to separate and
Yep.
determine what's what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
don't know what's what until one is sort of resolved.
Yeah.
Do shows help you or do they hurt you?
They help so much.
Yeah.
Especially improvising with
know.
Goat makes me so happy.
Of course.
It makes me so happy. Like this last week's show, I almost cried because I was like, that was such a great show.
That's awesome.
Like I was laughing so hard.
Ugh.
Yeah.
You got a good crew over
Yeah.
there.
Oh my God. They're all such sweet
I know.
babies.
I love that.
Yeah.
Shows make me happy too. I need them.
Yeah.
If I don't do them, I'm like, it hits me hard
Yeah.
too. And I think people don't realize I need the show more than the audience needs
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. There's just something about, like, even if the audience isn't laughing, like,
Yeah.
they make me laugh so much.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Like,
That's what you want out of it.
yeah. Like, John Murray, Brady, Zach, like, everybody.
Yeah.
Sean, like, some of the stuff that comes out of their mouths,
Davey
I'm like,
Bluff Band?
oh my God, little
yeah.
baby
He's like a
Bluff
fucking
Band.
magic 8 ball of fucking words.
funny.
So insane.
He's so
You never know what's going to pop up.
Truly.
That's a bad example. Magic 8 Ball only has a limited number of responses.
Yeah.
That's the worst example.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all so good. They're all so sweet and kind too.
Aren't we
Yeah.
so lucky
Yeah.
that, like, even because I think about it, I think I would be sad no matter what. Because people are like, oh, you probably do comedy because you're sad. I go, no, I'm sad, but I'm blessed that I get to do the comedy
Yeah.
because it's a nice way to fucking lift me.
Yeah.
it's also so lucky to be able to have the energy of performing in front of a bunch of fucking people every week.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It is really nice. I mean, the affirmation is, ooh, I need that.
Yes.
Boy, oh
Yes.
boy, do I
And energy,
need that.
the energy, being present. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I'm more present in an improv. Like, it's like I can't even get that present when I meditate.
Yeah.
I always I love because people will go. I'm obsessed with this idea that people after a show they won't go, "You're funny." They go, "I like you."
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with that idea.
Yeah.
So all I'm trying to do is make people like me.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do. The whole fucking improv show.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to do now. Okay.
I think
okay.
that's
You
just
hear me
like,
out there?
Hello.
If that's weird to me though, because
Yeah.
it doesn't ever feel like you're trying to do that, Sebastian.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to do that every day.
Because you just
Every
seem like
moment
you're
of
I
having
think
fun.
that's also my like motivator too. Is
I know.
like I want and it's not like I want. It's so
Yeah.
weird. I want people to love me.
Same. Yeah.
It is strange.
Can I tell you something? And
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
insane that
That's
I'm
not strange.
Yeah.
I think that most people, if they come to are honest, that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing, but I'm going to say it. I after one show.
Poopied in his panties.
Oh no.
After
Oh,
I've
do your show.
there's poopy in my panties right now. After one show.
All right, cut the part where I say it. Just let's have him. All right, you hear that?
Yeah.
Let's get that
funny.
edit. Let's just
Actually,
have.
let's do that. I did a show, and this is like what in the back of my mind I really want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I did a show. It was like this. It was like a freestyle improv show for the 3-on-3 tournament, and I left. And somebody at the bar said, "I was watching you on stage, and I was like, oh, that guy's a genius." And I was like, "That's all." Like in my mind, like I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
this is it, Patrick. That was it." And then it was like nothing changed.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't need the genius. Doesn't do shit for me.
Yeah.
You don't want to do like a masterpiece. You don't want to fucking have a masterpiece.
Nope. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think that's it either.
No, that's not it for me
It's-
at all.
I wanna have a masterpiece.
I was talking to Casey about this.
Affleck?
Yeah, Casey Affleck.
How's he doing? How's
No,
Casey
he's not.
doing?
He's not. He's no good.
He's doing bad.
No good.
He's doing bad.
Sean Casey, love him.
No, Casey Jost.
Oh, Casey Jost.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So, we did need to clarify.
I guess so.
Okay.
And this was a while ago, but we were like talking about like, you know, like what our like end goals are for this, and like he was like, you know, I don't really need like the fame and the fortune and all that other stuff. I just like want to like, you know, find this comfortable thing that I like doing, that has to do with like, you know, comedy and stuff. And I was like, I don't identify with that at all.
Casey is so
do you
interesting
mean?
when I meet people like Casey who just like they just do the work and it's
Yeah.
like something else. Like it's like, you know, he just like is a machine.
Yeah.
And he does so much work and he's so fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean I know what you mean. I say like, oh, this person said this, but I want to be loved. I mean that's the same thing,
Yeah.
right? It's like I want to be loved. I want to be
I
know?
want to be famous. I want to be famous, and I want people to see me and be like, she has like, I love her and she has inspired me in some way, shape, or form. I want everyone to feel that about me.
and we talk about it like it's the worst thing in the world, but like Will Ferrell did that for you in a way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
exactly.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like you were like, well, what did Will Ferrell do? Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's like, and you know what? Sometimes it's just doing some yoga to suck your own dick. So, do you want to plug anything?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Patrick.
I'm
You
sitting
want
in
to
my
plug
own
goats?
Yeah. Yeah. So
You do a lot of shows.
I do some. I guess so. Yeah. I
you
think it's
do.
3 consistent ones.
You do Rumble Tees.
Yeah. So Rumple Teaser at UCB Theater, 9 p.m. on Mondays, and then Goat every Saturday at 9 at UCB, and Take It Personal. Can't tell you when.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. And then I don't know if I'll still be on Characters Welcome when this comes out. If I am, come see it.
But if she's
If
not,
not, don't. No, I'm
don't
kidding.
stay home. I heard this news thing. This
kidding.
news thing. People are raving about it.
Yeah, stay home and watch the news.
Yeah, people are going nuts for this news shit that's happening. It's brand new.
I
Fuck
like
it.
how Sebastian was like morning news, evening news.
I mean, there's a difference.
There is
I
a
think
difference,
so,
but
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think evening news is more like I don't know, important.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 6 o'clock news.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
yeah.
news. You finish dinner and then you go. Let me go get Ajita in front of the TV.
Like, you
Let me go move that
Yeah.
fucking meatloaf. Make it slosh around for fucking anxiety in front of the fucking TV.
That's kind of weird because it is like positive news in the morning, and then at night it's like there were hundreds of murders today.
Yeah.
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 Well, because it's a sunrise,
And
sunset.
in the morning, it's just all traffic
Yeah.
and weather.
Yeah.
All traffic. That's all we care about.
Yeah.
It's like when we're born.
Yeah.
All we care about is we go, oh, let me get some food and let me get a little play.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end of our life, we go, I don't know.
We're all gonna die.
That's true. What you just said is true.
I don't know.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. It was really fun to have you.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for doing it.
For sure.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You're
And-
so funny. Well, it was nice to talk. All right, you want to
Yeah.
plug something, Patrick?
Nah.
All right, yeah. I guess I'm not going to plug nothing either.
You can see Sebastian every Friday with the stepfathers.
Yes! Yes! No, but you know what? Don't tell me you're coming.
And also Ask Cat.
Yeah, I do ask Cap. Yeah, I do
Yeah.
that. Sundays, whatever.
I should always make the guest plug your shit at the end. He never plugs anything.
I've never plugged
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah.
Also take his Ash class.
No, I'm actually not even
Oh,
teaching it.
never mind.
Also, don't. Who cares? No, I can't. I need to make money. I
Yeah.
forget that. Yeah. I forget that. I need to make that cash.
Take his ash. Coming up. His ash is coming up.
All right. Peace.
All right, we love you.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Who You Were. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Guest before and after pics on Instagram at Who You Were Podcast. Send your before and after pics to whoyouwerepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Who You Were Podcast. This podcast is produced independently. If you'd like to support it, please visit patreon.com/Patrick Noth. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening.